Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails from Zero Part 49. In the previous video, what did we do? It's been a few days since we recorded the last episode. I think we started day 3 of chapter 3? Or maybe that was 2 videos ago? I don't know. I did some stuff off screen. I actually did a decent amount of stuff off screen. So I did what we said I was going to do, where I fought the old Armorica Road monster. And then I also did the mine monster cleanup. Wasn't really anything to it. You just killed some monsters. This thing was easy. I think it was susceptible to seal. I can't remember. I think it was susceptible to seal. So like you just used Lloyd and completely incapacitated them. And we did a little bit of, oh yeah, we made some progress on this quest, where I think we had like 5 or 6. I found like 2 or 3 off screen, because I found one back on Armorica Road, which I had completely forgotten. Well, like I'd missed. I can't remember where exactly the spot was, but I found it on the way to go fight the monster. And then I decided to go look at the other paths. So there was one on the west. Can I see the map? Like one on West Crossbill Highway and one on Maine's Mountain Path. The West Crossbill Highway was near a train and Maine's mine, or right before Maine's mining village. Oh, no, right before the tunnel. There's like a waterfall, and that was the other scenic spot. So we're at 8 out of there. So I'm guessing there's 10 total, based on the fact that it's still long. So I don't really want to turn it in just yet, not until we get to like the deadline's about to run out. So we're just going to keep holding on to this and see if there's we find anything else. I still feel like the Michel Lamb Resort is going to be one of the places, just because I feel like they've teased that we're maybe going there this chapter. But honestly, besides that, I can't think of anything else, at least at the locations that we've been to. Let's go do our quest, because we're supposed to be going to the Precinct. Now, did we talk to people? Because if this is the start of a new day, isn't this like a... I met a man who came from really far away yesterday. He said he was going to have fun at the harbor. I don't know what he meant, but I want to have fun there too. Okay, I don't think we've actually talked to people yet in this section of the chapter. I didn't want to talk to you, stupid child. Alan suddenly insisted that we go look at the attractions in the harbor district. Poor kid wore himself out yesterday and ended up wanting to go home. The little rascal never learns. Oh, Colin, I wonder where you heard about tourist attractions. Something feels off. I'm a little worried. The crowd is larger than usual today. Why do you wear a collar, lady? You know, I don't remember if I ever actually mentioned this in one of the previous episodes. I know I talk about, like, that was the reason that I initially noticed that, they were Ren's parents, was because I remembered there being someone who was wearing a metal collar. But, so like in the episode where we first meet Sophia, I say almost the exact same thing that we say when we meet her, or meet her puppet in Trails 2. Where like, the second line is like, why are you wearing a collar? That's not a choker or a fashion statement. That's a metal-ass collar. I think I say like almost the exact word-for-word thing when we meet her in both games. Just kind of funny. I only really mentioned that because I was editing the video where we meet Sophia a couple days ago. I think that video just went up yesterday. What are we doing? We're going to the Precinct. Well, is there anyone else we should talk to? Like, I know we went to the Bracer Guild. Honestly, since, like, I can't really remember, like, I'm a little out of it, because it's been, like, 3 days, I think, since the last video. We're just gonna kind of do the main story for now. You got any money for us, lady? That reminds me, we probably have some U material. We could probably get another weapon upgrade. 500 Mira. Oh yeah, also, we're, loaded, by the way. Because of all the off-screen stuff, we had a ton of Sapith. So we're, basically rich. We have 40,000 Miro, and we had even more. And we bought this thing for Lloyd from the antique shop lady. That was like, it was like 50,000 Miro or something. Or maybe it was just 25. No, it was more than 25. It was expensive. That's how much it was. Orbits, I think everything's kind of set up. We got this Capricorn gem, I think, from that level 25 monster chest in Stargazer Tower. I went ahead and did that fight off screen. I think that's where we got this from. I don't really know how good it is. The passive, it seems good, but it's mainly just because there's nothing else really great to put in the... Like, none of this other stuff is really all that useful. Oh yeah, and Randy. Randy's got like 40 evasion right now. Because he has, you know, his evasion, but then he's also got this thing that I think I bought from the antique shop as well. He's got his regular evasive shoes, and then he's got this perfect suit we got from the casino. It was like 5,000 coins, so I just kind of did that off screen over the weekend when I couldn't record. Wait, where am I going? I'm not sure if I'd call it an active role. In retrospect, I feel like we may have shirked our duties as a police officers a little too much. It just felt like we were kind of playing around. It all worked out in the end, so what's the harm? Anyway, I'm pretty sore from all that running around. Serves you right. Seriously though, good job, guys. So, like, where am I going? Okay, floor 1 conference room. Is this the conference room? Good to see you, Inspector Donovan. We're here to ask about that support request you submitted. Are you free right now? I suppose I can find the time. Thanks for coming, everyone. Yeah, we really appreciate it. So, what exactly does the request entail? Judging by the submission, it sounded like it was quite urgent. You can say that again. Take a seat, guys. Roger. Something's telling me we got some legit police work ahead of us. Oh no, we're allergic to legit police work. Now then, about the reason we've called you in today. We want the special support section to help us expose a counterfeit dealer who should be on their way to Crossbell as we speak. A counterfeit dealer? Could you explain more? They are illegal traders that pawn off seemingly genuine accessories and ornaments using the logos of famous brands. In other words, they deal in fakes. It qualifies as a minor criminal offense under Crossbell state law. She really had all that memorized? Well, she probably just accessed the fucking Crossbell Wikipedia page. Yeah, that's the journal idea. Every year, loads of counterfeit dealers try their hands on Crossbell posing as tourists. High-class watches from the Verne Company, vintage Strega products, not to mention a boatload of Septium trinkets. Taking advantage of unsuspecting customers has earned these crooks a whole lot of Mira. Making some cash by deceiving innocents? That's just messed up, man. Let me get this straight. You want us to help you take these guys down? Exactly. We should really be handling this ourselves, but there's too many of these reports to deal with every year. If we leave them unchecked for too long, it's going to hurt manufacturers and retailers trying to make a living, too. We'll need to crack... Oh no, won't someone think of the big Verne Corporation? We'll need to crack down on these guys if we want to restore people's faith in the CPD. I'm with you there. I understand the situation. If you truly think the SSS is suited for the job, then allow us to help you. Excellent, I'm in your debt. Okay, so what would you like us to do? Okay, so here's the deal. I think they got 3 points of entry. Crossbell Station, the airport, and Tangram Gate. Ooh, the airport. We haven't gone there yet. I wonder if the airport's scenic. We'll take care of the station and airport. You guys can be on the lookout at the border. Okay, never mind. We can't go to the airport. It's still off limits for us. The 2nd Division is short-staffed, so we can't afford to send people all the way out there. And besides, I'm pretty sure you guys are well acquainted with the Deputy Commander, right? You're best suited to cooperate with her, if you need to come up with any countermeasures against them. It's as you say, I wouldn't be surprised if she were more willing to cooperate with us than other CPD officers. Ah, hell no, I'm totally cool with finishing the job without having to see her. Okay, looks like we got everything in order. We'll start by covering the airport and station. You guys rendezvous over at Tangram Gate and contact the Guardian Force. Understood, we'll depart for Tangram Gate immediately. Well, maybe not immediately. Thanks, we're counting on you. See you guys later. I guess we could go... Did we ever go to the downtown district? See our buds? I'm just trying to think of like major characters that we could go talk to. Because I've resigned myself that there's no way we can fully explore the city on every new, like every time dialogue refreshes or we enter like to a new state in the chapter. That's just, it's not feasible. The LP is already going kind of long as is, it feels like. But I want to at least, like, have a routine of, like, major characters we talk to. We should explain the situation to Deputy Commander Sonia and request for her cooperation. Yeah, I want a first name basis with the Deputy Commander. What do you mean? Why do I never say her last name? I'm surprised I remember that. Anything in the library? Got any new books? Nope, well, we still don't know if Ron is in the stew or not. And we read that. Crossbow's in the forefront of trade, and as far back as the Middle Ages, its geographical advantages made it an important trade center for the western part of the continent. It's as if man and Mira naturally gravitated here. You know someone we could go check on that we haven't talked to, like, in a long time? Or that we haven't been good about checking up on is Shizuku. Let's go do that real quick. It's actually probably just been quicker to walk down here, but... Now, oh, what the hell? Hello. Ellie, what a pleasant surprise. Hell, what are you doing at San Ursula? Nothing much, I just accompanied my father here, that's all. Mr. Crows? Sorry, I had a sneeze, but it just didn't want to come out. Is he sick? I doubt that's the case. He's doing his usual. I mean, if he was sick, he'd probably be over at, what is it called? Remiferia or whatever? The great medical place? I mean, they've made it sound like Ursula's pretty good, too. He's doing his usual thing, right? That's right. If you ask the receptionist, I'm sure you'll find out what it is. Also, I'm sure my father would appreciate a visit from you all. Well, okay. Apparently there's something else on the agenda. Let's go see what Crows is up to. First things first, you got any ingredients for me? Also, I feel like we got a recipe off screen, but I do not remember what it was. Also, I learned that if you hit triangle, you could actually just straight up see the stars. I've probably been told this at some point in the comments, I would assume, because I've asked that question a few different times about, like, how do you know which, who's best at it? We should go buy ingredients, by the way. But yeah, we've got I can't remember. One of these food items is really good. I think we've had most of it. Maybe we didn't get something. I thought we got a new recipe off screen that was really good, but maybe was it this? Did we already have this? I don't remember. Oh yeah. You got any, you gonna give me a recipe? She's a lifesaver, cleaning the dormitories as thoroughly as she does. Once I heard about how much free time she had, I offered her a job. Oh no. Keeping things neat and tidy is one of her finest qualities, so making her one of my cleaners is a no-brainer. Now, we do have money. I think getting a few tier... Well, okay, that's 10,000. I mean, you make money to spend money, right? Now, we're good on status items, looks like. Ooh, a wall clock. This is why we stay poor. Wait, ooh, a wall clock for $10,000. Hell yeah, brother. What the heck? Don't read that kind of stuff while eating. Why? It'd be a waste of time to not study a bit while eating. Tasty. I mean, sure, but looking at autopsy photos while eating? I think I'm gonna be sick. I mean, I guess you eventually get used to it, right? I thought this hospital food was gonna be light and appetizing, but boy was I wrong. Does I go to the reception desk? I heard this hospital has equipment that can perform a health inspection of sort. Honestly, with the exhaustion I built up by doing the housework day in and day out, I'd love to have a checkup. Yeah, $40 billion. I mean, it would probably be more expensive considering you're a tourist and you're not from the country. Oh, hello everyone. I'd be lying if I said I expected to run into the special support section here. No one was hurt while on duty, I hope. Nah, nothing like that. What about you? Are you injured, sir? I'd be surprised if that was the case. Even though he has to worry about his... Also, this poor nurse. Just trying to go do her job, and Ellie's like, no, I will not budge. You shall not pass, vile cretin. Even though he has to worry about his responsibilities as the IBC's CEO, he also runs a few full-on rapist, I can't say the word, philanthropist, philanthropic, that's it, projects through Crossbell State. One of those being an annual tradition where he gives presents to those hospitalized at St. Ursula. If they can't enjoy the anniversary festival, I'll bring some joy to them instead. This nurse is just distracting the hell out of me. Wow. You call it philanthropy, you know the word, dude. But there's hardly that much Mira involved, Ellie. It's simply a gift from me to them. I even occasionally slip out of meetings to do little things like this. You can call it self-indulgence, but this is how I am and how I intend to stay. I don't trust you, dude. Wasn't ever expecting to see this side of him, that's for freaking sure. I always thought he was just a nice old man, but it seems like he's surprisingly thoughtful. I don't know. Anyone who comes across as too nice instantly, is instantly very sus to me. The only people that aren't sus to me are like, if they're like actual assholes. It's also Crossbell's only hospital, so it's automatically the favorite. What are we going? We're going to talk to, or we were going to talk to Shizuku? I'd be perfectly okay with only having tomorrow off. After all, the parade is tomorrow. You can't say you truly experienced the anniversary festival without seeing it. I'm jealous of you police officers. You're probably able to use work as an excuse to go watch the parade, right? Hey, we'd never abuse our power like that. Probably. Okay, well, I know what we're doing tomorrow. She's on, what, the 3rd floor? This hospital's... Who in the hell tourists to a hospital? What is wrong with you people? I think my house is bigger, though. Yeah, probably. What? You just say... What? Are you being just a dumb kid, or are you actually the richest woman alive? You took the first day off of the festival. You took the first day of the festival off, didn't you, Cecile? How was it? I had a blast. After going to see Arkansas with Lloyd, I went to eat with Ilya and some other friends. I'm happy that you had a good time. How about this, Shizuku? I can't take any more time off this year, but would you want to go to the festival with me next year? We can go with Lloyd, Arios, and everyone else. Doesn't that sound fun? Yes, please. I would love that. Okay. Well, it's a plan. How do I get out of here? What are you doing, lady? Can't you read? This is the women's only dormitory. No men allowed. Well, I wish that was the rule. Unfortunately, you can't get to the research ward without going through the dormitories. Alright, now let's, peep people's private belongings. I had the day off yesterday, but because of, Chiron and her hijinks, I'm absolutely exhausted. I swear that girl is bad for my heart. Alright, let's get out of here and go do our jobs. At least we got to see one little minor thing. Where are we going? We're going to the Tangram Gate. There are way more tourists coming through Crossbell than usual. Freight traffic has stayed about the same. Sadly, that means my schedule hasn't freed up any. Well, dang, Billy. I feel bad for you. And we could go pop just to see if, aren't they visiting around? What the hell are you guys doing here? Hey, isn't that him? Isn't that cool looking pretty boy from yesterday? Ah, look at him. He's drinking a cocktail. He's so dreamy. Thanks to the spectacular show yesterday. That bracelet door sure gave us a run for our Mira. Aren't you the slightest bit tired, Wazzy? Huh? Why would I be? Oh, you mean because of the little race? That's perfectly normal for me. That wasn't any more tiring than my usual skirmishes with Wald. They may be delinquents, but there's no denying their stamina. He's making me feel like an old geezer. Yeah, well, it's easy to come in last place and then say how not tired you are. Maybe if they just tried harder and won, they wouldn't be in this situation. Over there, so the highway then? Alright, speaking of highway, let's it's east one, right? Oh, we can go straight to the gate now. Look at that. Okay, 20 minutes in, we're only just now doing our job. But you know, I've kind of accepted that's the way things go in this game. Don't tell me about that lady. I don't need to know that. That's not pertinent information. The bus from Calvert should be arriving just a bit past noon. Things are probably gonna pick up when it gets here. The one bus. So we're probably supposed to talk to the deputy commander. I've been informed that this isn't in fact the passenger waiting room. How careless of me. Well, be that as it may, I still have the irresistible urge to clean up this mess. What? What? Oh, there you are. Excuse us, ma'am. We're just gonna barge in. I know you're not busy or anything. You don't, like, run part of the army or nothing. Good afternoon, Deputy Commander, Sergeant Major. Nice to meet you. Hello, you four. Given you came to see me directly, I assume that something's happened? Yeah, actually, there's something I'd like to discuss with you, if you don't mind. Lloyd explained that they had come to Tangram Gate in order to figure out how to crack down on counterfeit dealers crossing the border. I think I understand your predicament. My predicament is I need water. You can count on Tangram Gate's cooperation. Thank you, Deputy Commander. Hold up, that's that? Ain't the border gates crazy busy during the anniversary festival? No need to worry about that, Randy. As I'm sure you know, the CGF primarily focuses on border security here at the gates. Sure, we may be swamped, but I think we're obligated to help out. Well put, Seeker. The Special Support Section shouldn't have to worry about our workload. That being said, we're currently short on hands, so we can't do much. Any assistance you can provide is welcome. I know it's sudden, but do you think we'll have the opportunity to interview the incoming passengers from the Republic? According to police intel, the counterfeit dealer will be arriving at Tangram Gate around noon today. Noon. Now that you mention it, I believe there's a bus scheduled to arrive relatively soon. If your intel truly is accurate, your dealer should be on board. You know, there's a bit of a delay before the bus heading through the city shows up. Usually passengers waiting for the connection go to the mess hall to rest or have a quick meal. Sounds like we've got ourselves a plan then. First, Sergeant Major will escort all the passengers into the mess hall. Next, we'll stroll in, not causing any ruckus, and try and find our counterfeit dealer. Not causing any ruckus? Like, none whatsoever? If you ever wanted to show off your detective chops, Lloyd, now's your time. Leave it to me. We may have a small window, but it should be enough time to screen most of the passengers. I'm curious to see whether we can pull this off without giving ourselves away. Pressure's starting to get to me. Yeah, same. There's little time remaining until the bus arrives in the Republic. If you stay at the gate, you should have enough time to rest beforehand. How about it? I can have beds prepared for you if you needed. Sure. I think we'll take you up on that offer, Deputy Commander. Very well. Once the bus arrives, I'll give you a call on your Enigma. Until then, use your free time to rest. As far as I'm concerned, every single one of you on the bus is a criminal. It's that guy, isn't it? Welcome to Crossbell State, sir. I'm sure you must be tired from your long journey here. Fortunately, it won't be long until the bus to Crossbell City arrives. If you'd like, feel free to rest up in the mess hall while you wait. I think I'll take you up on that. You fool, you. It's that child, isn't it? He's the mastermind. That all of them? Yes, it should be. Here's the passenger list. You should probably give it a quick glance. I appreciate it, Sergeant Major Sika. This is going to be a huge help. 9 passengers total, and we're positive that all of them came from the Republic. Are you sure you're allowed to show this list to people outside? Show this list to people outside the CGF? In a way, this is tantamount to the disclosure of private information. Deputy Commander already authorized me to give you any information that may assist you in your investigation. Considering their names and addresses aren't shown on the list, you don't have to worry about disclosing the details we have, or so she said. There's the quick judgment we come to expect from the Deputy Commander. Whew, she's scary smart, man. Alright then, thanks for letting us use this, Sergeant Major. It's no problem. Did anything stand out? We're definitely going to take a closer look if we want to be absolutely certain. Well, we should strike while the iron's hot. Not much time until the bus arrives. We should interview the passengers and try to flush out the counterfeit dealer. Let's move out. Onwards! Roger. I believe in you, everyone. Okay, so you're the most suspicious. Morning, are you heading to Crossbell City too? You could say that. So are you two, traveling together? That's a roundabout way of asking if we're dating, and no, we aren't. That's a surprise. Here we go again. Also, that's like a child. I did not, that was not my first expectation? Or, expectation? Contrary to what you think, so we're siblings, not a couple. Since we barely look alike, people are always getting the wrong impression. But we both love to travel. We stick together during trips, just the two of us. Wow, sounds like you two really get along well. Well, I'd feel bad if she went to places by herself since she doesn't have a boyfriend. Haha, aren't you hilarious? Isn't it you whose mother's always nagging to find that special someone? Okay, you got me. How about we put that behind us and make the trip the best one yet? Best one yet, eh? The best one yet! Because you're doing it all the time because you're a counterfeit dealer. You're a counterfeit dealer, yes. I know who you are. So can we actually, see the passenger list? No? Old lady, you're also pretty suspicious. Where's the rest of everyone? Where's, are we missing Chickadee? Oh, no, there you are. 2, 4, I mean, this is only 6 people. Dude, check her out. Oh, you've got a portrait. Hello? You weren't riding on the bus, were you? What? Oh, well, since we got here so late, we decided to spend the night. Yeah, let's not push our luck. That's, well, I suppose that would be the rational thing to do. Enlighten me, madam. What exactly are you doing here in Crossbell? I suppose you could say that I'm searching for a jewel. What sort of jewel are you talking about? A beautiful one. One that can enchant people and sleeps in this very state. If I'm successful in obtaining it, I'll have the power to bring a vortex of enthusiasm to the Republic's people. However, doing so may require me to use whatever means necessary. What? Why is she being so cryptic? I wouldn't think too hard about it. Okay, so you're definitely important. Don't you think that lady's up to something? Huh? Lady? Which one? The black-haired one sitting over there on the other side, wearing the pantsuit. I saw her with the rest of the passengers, but she sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm telling you, she's suspicious. It's like she's too calm. I just get the feeling she's not your average lady. I mean, I agree, but she didn't seem very counterfeit. It seems like she had bigger aspirations, like stealing the crown jewels, or something along those lines. I'd say, I guess I'd say I'm returning home. I've been vacationing in Calvert, but I make sure to come back for the anniversary festival. Actually, why are you wasting your time with me? If you're boarding the bus too, I think you should pay attention to the lady with the black hair. What do you want? That was like an oddball. Excuse me, sir. Can you give us your reason for coming to Crossbell? Why do you need to know? Just curious, sir. Wild hostility, old man. Got some secret you're hiding? Don't want to let anyone know about that guilty conscience of yours? What are you talking about? Whoa, Randy. Don't worry, I got the same taste as you. Crossbell is swarming with all sort of cuties, not to mention it's full of little places that you can take them to. What in the fuck are you talking about? Man, I like your style. Want to tell me about you want me to tell you about some of my favorite spots? Shamelessness. Fishing. I came here to fish, okay? I know it's the anniversary festival and all, but I just came here to fish for some freshwater species, alone. Something wrong with that, punk? Nah, cool with that. Sorry, just for teasing you, mister. I can't tell if he was playing bad cop or what. Good day, then. People keep mentioning how pretty a place Crossbell is. To be honest, I'm really excited to see whether that's true or not. My father has visited loads of countries on his business trips, and between you and me, I can't wait to see what he can teach me. You know, traveling by bus has a unique charm to it. No, it doesn't. It's almost beautiful in a way. It is absolutely not. My boys seem to be having a blast too. Are you having a family vacation? Yeah, I suppose that's a good way to put it. My son has always supported me through thick and thin, so I wanted to be able to show my love and appreciation for him. Hence, this trip. You sound like quite the caring father, sir. Come on now, I'm gonna blush. I'm constantly having to go on business trips, so I have to take advantage of times like these to show off my fatherly love. That's all there is to it. Why, I can't wait until the bus arrives and takes me to financial success. I hear that Crossbell is the ideal place to do business. Mirror awaits. Excuse me, sir, you're some kind of merchant, right? Exactly right. I deal in rare Calvardian novelty. Seeing an opportunity, I decided to come expand my wares with Crossbellian goods and sell back in Calvert. You run your business by yourself? Is that not difficult? Despite how things sound, I have quite the wide array of personal connections. I pride myself in having contacts from every country in Zemuria, and my business is coming along quite smoothly, much to my surprise. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to show you my wares. Sure. I love knickknacks. I want your wares, dude. Yeah. You're the most sus. The most sus. You feel too much like a red herring. Like you're obviously successful, but for different reasons. Oh dear, oh my, he's such a lovely boy. Actually, you reminded me of him, son. He's such a smart looking young man. Thank you. Ma'am, are you from Crossbell? Oh, no, I'm from Calvert, dear. You see, my son's family lives in Crossbell City, so I'm using that as an excuse to have a bit of fun at the festival. Did I mention it's been almost 3 years since I last came here? You sure seem happy, ma'am. Oh, ho, ho, how could I not? After all, it's been so long since I've been able to play with my precious grandson. Feels like only yesterday I was playing with him in, Michelin Wonderland. Oh, I can't wait to see how he's grown over these years, my dear grandson, all grown up. So I just want to go back to those other people's. Okay, did they say why they're coming here? Yeah, see, they never said why they're here. Everyone else has mentioned why they're here, at least. Like, they don't even have an alibi. Or, like, a story. I've talked to everyone, haven't I? Said there was 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, you're a little sus, but honestly, I think he just wants to fish. I actually believe him. Attention passengers, the bus bound for Crossbell City has just arrived. For those boarding, please head towards Tangram Gate's parking lot. The bus is here, let's get going. See, they want to get out of here first. I don't trust them. At the time when I finally get to see my grandson is almost here. How'd it go? My assessment is that we don't have enough information to fully determine who the dealer is. While this guy struck me as regular people coming to enjoy the festival, is there really a criminal hiding in that group? I find it hard to believe. Lloyd, you're being quiet. Did you come to some conclusion? Sort of. There was one person who said something that sounded odd. Seriously, what the hell was it? It's still just a hunch, Randy, but right now we need to board that bus and put our heads together if we're going to get to the bottom of this. We should be on our way. Once that bus reaches the city, the passengers are going to split up. We won't be able to track them down. Now, Lloyd said one person, which has me a little... Okay, now we gotta go back. What did Green Hair say? Precious grandson. Okay. Just kind of reviewing everything. I just don't, I feel like you're too much of a red herring. I mean, you're obviously important. Just because you have a portrait. But they know that we would think that because you have a portrait, right? No, okay, they do say they're going to the anniversary festival, so they actually do have a story. Hmm. I'm just kind of like, what does everyone say when they leave? Came to Crossville to okay, so now only 2 people said something when they left. I don't know, man. I still feel like it's the brother and sister, but the fact that Lloyd said one, I don't really see anything in particular that feels odd. You know? Like, I feel like we're gonna definitely, I'm gonna mess this up. Oh, you folks heading back too? Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Well, the other passengers are already on board. Hurry up and get in. Like I said earlier, I plan to uncover the identity of the counterfeit dealer on the bus ride. Let's think through things and figure it out before we reach Crossbell City. Gotcha. We're in a race against time. No time to waste then, shall we? So, I mean, we've got to remember everyone's stories. See how they crack under the pressure, maybe, if we do an extra round of interviewing. First off, should we sort through all the information we have on the counterfeit ring? The counterfeit dealers split up and entered Crossbell via the train station, airport, and Tangram Gate. At least according to the report in HQ's database. Yeah, that's right. If the report is accurate, our culprit... And granted, green hair did actually deflect to the other lady, which is pretty sus. So I feel like it's either green hair or the brother and sister. The fact that Lloyd said one of them said something... What did green hair say exactly? Where was green hair? Was she? Did we talk to her before? Yeah. Yeah, the lady's up to something. The fact that she tried to instantly deflect is pretty sus. Now I'm kind of like my attention's on green hair. That information, we can deduce one infallible truth. The counterfeit dealer who boarded this bus is... Wait, what? I mean, if they all split up, then they would be working independently then, right? Working independently. From what we can conclude, this is likely the Ring's leader. Oh, seriously, their leader would be working solo with no backup? Possible. What's your reasoning behind that? It's relatively simple to explain. For them to sell their merchandise, they have to transport their counterfeit goods into Crossbell, right? Naturally, it seems odd for them to be using the bus route to Tangram Gate. Yes, now that you mention it, if there were a counterfeit dealer, I would make my friends enter Crossbell via train or airship. Unlike the border gates, the station and airport do not require strict security screenings for people from the Republic or Empire. On top of that, smuggling goods is a tricky business. Handing off the dirty work to underlings is the name of the game. Oh, and by process of elimination, our culprit already ordered his goons to smuggle through the station and airport. With that out of the way, he's free to nonchalantly enter Crossbell. Is that what you're getting at, Lloyd? Actually, I think she is free. Because green hair of the... I don't know. I just feel like black hair, or portrait lady, like, she just feels like a red herring. Like, obviously she's the most suspicious, but you're gonna think that just because she has a portrait anyway. I mean, we already know that she's important. Circumstantial evidence, but it still holds some weight. When we apply that logic to this case, people traveling in pairs can be ruled out. So the siblings, the father, and the son are clear. Exactly, but there's something else. When I was questioning the passengers, one of them said something fishy. Something fishy, eh? There are 5 remaining suspects. So the eccentric old man, the kind old lady, the dark-haired woman, the young girl who seemed to distrust the dark-haired woman. Okay, also, another, Mr. Merchant Man. Did you say that you were coming to sell stuff in Crossbell? No, you're coming to Crossbell to buy goods. I was gonna say, like, if he if he's coming to sell stuff, then why doesn't he have any merchandise? But he seems to have that covered. And the merchant, who says he travels back and forth between Crossbell and the Republic. Is one of them really the culprit? Oh god, now I'm starting to really feel bad. So, I mean, let's start from the top. Elderly man. I think that, I mean, he was definitely sus, but I really, like, he wouldn't be acting that sus. Like, if he was actually a counterfeit smuggling guy, he wouldn't be, he'd be calm. Elderly woman? It's possible, but I don't really see any inconsistencies in her story. At least I don't remember any. Oh! Mishal. Mishal Lamb is new. Tio said 3 years. It's only been around for 2, right? Elderly woman. The elderly woman. You positive? Yeah. Right? Yeah, given the evidence, it wouldn't make sense for the counterfeit dealer to be anyone else. I guess that's true. Oh god, if I'm misremembering my lore, then we're in a bad spot. But I'm pretty sure they said Mishalam is only 2 years old. Because it's been constructed since Lloyd, or it was constructed like after Lloyd left. So at most it's 3 years old, like if it was constructed immediately after he left. When disembarking, please remember to take all personal belongings with you. We'll arrive shortly. It's now or never. Once you arrive, we'll hurry and apprehend the suspect. Everyone get ready. Don't have to tell me twice. Remember, Lloyd, it's up to you to get the suspect to drop their cover. You up to the challenge? Of course, leave it to me. I'm very interested in Portrait Lady. I mean, obviously. I mean, anytime you see someone with a portrait, especially when they're just like a random NPC, or at least that's how they're presented. But she's here to steal some magic crystal, or to obtain a magic crystal. Can you please wait a moment? We're gonna go ahead and stop here, because we're at 40 minutes, and this will probably keep going for at least another bit. I am Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.